Primary's being moved past both marketing and lore. People are like, oh, just Marines. Also, the Christmas box set will get the head upgrade sprue. Yeah, okay, listen, I'm certain by now you read my schizo post on, about a little schizo pattern recognition post on Twitter that I made. Gotchi, I'm assuming you've seen that by now. Like, have you? Because, let me tell you something. My, when I don't know, just something ticked off my pattern recognition lesson. You did not. Okay. You know what we're gonna do then? We're gonna take a break from the purging real quick. Hold on. Let me actually bring this up. So something about last night, man. Let me tell you. Where the shit did I put that? Hassan Piker electrocuting his dog jokes. No, there. Okay, there it is. All right. Here we go. Let me bring up. Where is the? Here's the media share. Let me just go share that. And Okay, so you saw TEO of your vids yesterday. Else, I have no idea who you are. Listen, I'm just a Warhammer fan who streams for fun. Like, that's really it. Streams for fun, uploads his unfiltered dog shit opinions to YouTube. That's really it. That's really all I am. I'm a dog shit opinion uploading slop tuber who also streams. That's me in a nutshell. I feel this is cursed territory. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the initial post I made, which was this one, where I'm like, recent events and trends in Warhammer releases got me noticing, got my noggin jogging, got my almonds activating, got me reacting to the possibility like, like this. And I said, TLDR, Donald Trump may have saved Warhammer 40,000. And some people wanted to know what the fuck I meant about that, so I decided to elaborate. Now, this is the biggest hear me out schizo post about Games Workshop as a company you can imagine. Don't take this as gospel, okay? Do not take this as gospel. I was having a bit of an autism moment right when I typed this out, okay? But basically, what I noticed was I'm starting to believe that with those head launches, we may have narrowly dodged female Space Marines. So hear me out. Here's a timeline of events that came up in my head. Ignore what I've said about the tithes being made in error, like the female custodians being made in error. Imagine this. The tithes is produced with full knowledge of female custodians becoming canon. It wasn't on accident. GW doesn't commit fully because it's a contentious issue. They stick to just the tithes, the 10th edition codex, and some upcoming books. At the same time, assuming, because the direction politics were going in a lot of media at the time, they also greenlight the introduction of female Space Marines for late 10th edition, including greenlighting actual female Custodes minis for Horus Heresy 3rd edition. Now, what they do this, the Custodes Codex comes out. It explodes in their face. Nobody likes it. Custodes literally hurt them so bad financially in 2024 that Warhammer the Old World was carrying them. Then the Tithes comes out. They get all Mendelsohn gets all fucking smug about it on the Warhammer community website. That blows up in their face even worse. So now the PR situation now getting kind of desperate, okay? So they just as the Ultimate Guide is about to go to print, they're like, hey, call Custodes brothers and have them be referred to only as men. They tell the editing room that. It goes to the editing room. Now, Gav Thorpe speaks up on Blue Sky talking about, oh, the Ultimate Guide is old lore now, but which doesn't make any sense because obviously they would have written the Ultimate Guide with full knowledge of the tithes being in production and thus female custodes, right? So they tell him, oh, go ahead and say that. Go ahead and say that. Just, you know, that can be our backup. That the Ultimate Guide just has old info because that can be their backup. But all the while they're monitoring they are intensely monitoring the fact that, you know, and companies do this. Companies do this. Don't get me wrong. They are monitoring the political situation in the United States with the red wave that hit in 2024, the cultural mandate of the right, the election of the election of Donald Trump. They're monitoring all that because those things indicate customer trends. Companies do this, and if you think they don't, you don't know anything about companies. The American right sweeps politics. Immediately, things like USAID and other stuff, the stuff that funds BlackRock, is getting shut down. And then in the UK, their home country, these same sentiments are becoming popular. The UK government clamps down on it. They try to prevent a rise to power, but you can't change minds like that. You can't sell things based on what you want the populace to think. You can only sell it on what they think. And the woke ideology that they're pushing at Games Workshop is no longer popular, no longer in demand. So what do? They immediately put the brakes on the further female custodes plans. Era of Ruin, which had gone to print, is delayed, edited, reprinted to take female custodes out of the Carrion Lord of the Imperium short story. The Silent King is delayed so it can be edited to remove female custodes and then goes to print. Adelkoya shows up in Tacticus. But weirdly enough, not Tirith, who she was basically paired with at the hip. Because remember, it is canon lore that every custodes has a Sister of Silence who's like their best battle buddy, right? Adelkoya shows up, not Tirith. They more than likely had Tirith forcibly cut from Tacticus, and then before the release of Custodes and Tacticus, had the Custodes be like just edited to be men, right? They delayed the Talons of the Emperor Liber for Horus Heresy to do massive rewrites to remove any reference to female Custodes. But those female Space Marine heads were due to come out, along with an end of 10th edition storyline that would involve the introduction of female Space Marines. I might have said female Custodes back there saying those heads that came out. I meant female Space Marines. But yeah, there were supposed to be, I firmly believe at this point, there was supposed to be a 10th of 10th edition storyline that would introduce female Space Marines. Why else are we getting so many Space Marines releases so fucking late in the edition, unless they were doing it to hype something, right? It makes no sense, even for Games Workshop. Yeah, they release a lot of Space Marines. This is we're beginning a new edition levels of releases at the end of an edition. That's unusual. So basically, they've delayed that too. They've delayed all the story shit to rewrite it so there's no reference to female Space Marines before they send it to print, but they can't not release the heads. So they release a little bit of social media stuff alongside of, oh look, those are actually sons of the Emperor. They're not female. Ha ha ha, please don't notice. But people noticed. People noticed. Now, they're not female Space Marines per Games Workshop. That's canon. But people noticed. The noggins got jogging. The almonds were activated. The woke people, the tourists, and even some people on the right jumped on it immediately and said, these are female Space Marines. It was instant. An instant recognition. I said maybe they weren't because now that makes no fucking sense. They would hype this up if it was, right? They would say it. They would lean on it. But they didn't. But again, people saw the patterns. You can't beat. Pattern recognition tends to win. Now, don't get me wrong. Female Space Marines did not release. But I genuinely believe Games Workshop was about to, saw the way the culture trended, and pulled back at the last second. I firmly believe that now. Again, This is me I'm schizo posting super hard right now, but that is what I believe happened. I believe that happened. You don't have to agree with me. In fact, I kind of wish you didn't. But me having an autistic fucking, you know, pattern recognition moment here, that's what I believe might have happened. That's the only way I can make those heads make sense. And it combines with all the trends we've been seeing in releases and editing shit and all that.